Brought to you by Alman Auctions, the worldwide leader in antique tractor auctions.
Welcome to Baxter, Iowa. Gotta like that name, Baxter. Anyway, let's meet one of the longtime local residents.
I'm Richard Allspach, live at Baxter, Iowa, and been here on this farm for 74 years.
Now let's meet another longtime local resident. The green Massey Harris tractor Richard's driving is more than 70 years old. But maybe we should have Richard give us the lowdown.
It's a 1936 Massey Harris Challenger. It was their first row crop tractors that they come out with. They were built at Racine, Wisconsin. And this particular model was built from 36 and 37.
My father farmed 400 acres south of Maxwell, and he bought this tractor new in 1937, and it's a 36 Challenger, but he'd bought it in January, and it was the only tractor we had on the farm at that time. Other than that, we had horses, but soon got rid of the horses and farmed with tractors.
We bought this tractor in 1977. It was my wife's dad's tractor, and we found it parked in a Fencerow, and we brought it home, and it took us from 77 to 97 to get it all restored.
20 years may seem a long time to restore a tractor, but Richard was busy farming at the time, so he worked on it when he could. And this tractor had sat in a Fencerow for 15 years or more, so it was in pretty tough shape when he started.
One front wheel was gone, and the seat was gone, and there was no crank, and the air cleaner stack was gone, and no fenders, so we done a lot of hunting over the country and places to get parts for everything to get it back together.
Richard has done a real good job on restoring it, and he did it all himself.
She's quite pleased with it that we got her dad's tractor, and then we got a daughter, and she's got 2 boys, so they're all pretty enthused about it.
I think it's quite an honor. I think it's very nice that we got it found and got it out, and Richard, we've been many miles finding parts for it.
In fact, to get Wilma's dad's tractor looking better than new, they went all the way to Pennsylvania to find the rear fenders. Decals came from Indiana. And to get the details of the features and specs of this tractor, well, for that, all you have to do is ask Richard.
It's got a 3 7/8 bore, a 5 1/4 inch stroke, and it turned over at 1,200 RPMs. It was there was 3,366 of them built, and it's got a valve and head engine in it. It's their own engine. It's got a Kingston carburetor and a Bosch mag and a handy governor. Shipping weight on it was 3,860 pounds, and the price on rubber was $1,220.
Yes, sir. Richard knows a thing or two about Massey Harris tractors. He farmed with them all his life. But what about that green paint, Richard? What do people say about that?
Most thing is that when did Massey Harris ever paint them green? Because they've been since 38. They've always been red with yellow wheels, and that's about the first comment we get. Yeah, they think I made a mistake and painted it green.
No mistakes here. This Massey Harris, unlike the later red and yellow models, was vineyard green from the get-go. And with Richard's handiwork, this 1936 Challenger looks even better than it did when Wilma was just a kid.
It looks a little classier as I remember it. I don't think the paint was quite as sharp as it is today. It didn't look quite as shiny to me as a kid. It was nice and new, but it wasn't, it had the finish on it that it looks like today.
Oh, it's kind of fun driving it. You sit out there in the open, and you just put it in gear and go. You don't have no hydraulics or anything like that, no air condition. You're out there in the weather, and it's kind of fun to. I wouldn't want to be driving it out there 10 hours a day, but oh, I like it real well. It's a nice handling tractor. It starts good, and it handles good, and it's still an old tractor, just like all the old ones that rode hard.
Now it might seem like Richard's having fun with the tractor his wife's dad had, and he is. But as with all those who have classic tractor fever, he's also doing his part to preserve a piece of the past, and that's important work indeed.
Very important. We belong to an antique tractor club, and it's very important that America knows where America really has come from. It has come from, actually, since the tractor arrived, it has changed the face of America.